You leave an ice cube on the table. After a while, it gets smaller and smaller. A puddle of clear water is left behind. Where did the ice go? Well, why did it change? Let's find out. Something strange happens when you leave water in the freezer overnight. In the morning, you don't find ordinary water anymore. Instead, there's a hard, chilly block where your water used to be. That's right. Your water has turned into ice. Ice is just water's frozen twin, formed when things get really cold. Everything, even something as simple as ice, is packed with tiny things called molecules. These molecules are so small that you can't see them, but they decide what makes something solid or liquid. When water gets really cold, like in your freezer at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or below, the molecules slow way down. They huddle close together, barely moving, just like friends packed tight at a concert. But there's a twist. When ice starts to warm up, the molecules get more energy and start wriggling around. It's like a bunch of kids breaking free and running wild on a playground. As the temperature rises above freezing, the molecules break apart from their group and move all over. That's how solid ice turns back into liquid water. This change is called melting. So, what really makes the ice start to melt right before our eyes? When you leave an ice cube on the kitchen table, the warmer air around it does something special. That warm air shares its heat with the ice, almost like handing over tiny invisible energy gifts. The molecules inside the ice start to wiggle and shake more and more because of all this extra energy. Pretty soon, those molecules can't stay packed together anymore, and they start to drift apart. It's a bit like holding a chocolate bar in your hand. The warmth melts it and makes it soft and gooey. For ice, this means turning from a hard, frosty block into a puddle of water. Here's something fun. The ice cube never really disappears. It just changes from a solid shape into a splashy puddle that can slip into every corner of your cup or plate. Water is a real shapeshifter. So what happens when things get cold again? Let's see how freezing and melting can keep happening, over and over. Put that puddle of water back in the freezer, and something cool happens. The water gets colder and colder, and its molecules start to slow down again. Soon, they stick together and freeze into solid ice, just like before. This freeze and melt game can go on forever. Water changes from ice to liquid and back as many times as you want. It's like a never-ending contest, and the winner depends on who's in charge, the cold or the heat. Every time you see ice cubes melting or water turning solid in the freezer, you're watching this magic cycle at work. That's water's secret. It's never stuck in just one form. Ready to see what we learned from our chilly adventure? Let's remember what we discovered about our chilly friend, ice. We found out that temperature is like a magic switch. If it gets cold, water freezes into ice. When things warm up, ice melts back into water. That all happens because molecules move faster or slower, depending on the heat. So, the next time you watch an ice cube melt, you know it is not just disappearing, It is changing shape because of science. Water's never stuck in one form. Thanks for joining this chilly adventure. See you next time for something new and fun.